So let's take you through the starting grid for pre-95 heat number 1. Liam Hamling from the United Kingdom starts on pole position. He'll have Sweden's Rickard Ward alongside on the front row. Then it's Ian Turner and Gerd Munkholm on row number 2. Leif Peterson and Paul Larsson round out row number 3, followed by Cliff McDonald in the 114. He'll be joined on row 4 by Jimmy Ibsen, Steen Elkjaring and Richard Plummer, also known by his Italian alias, Riccardo Plumer. Running gag on that one, believe you me. I had a good chat with him earlier on before he went out for quali. Kasper Jeppesen and Henrik Anbrink round out row number 6 with Kim Engstrom, Ole Andersen, Michael Edelhardt and Michael Nielsen rounding out your 16 strong competitors in pre-95 heat number 1. Liam Hamling was so close. He was less than 2 tenths away from getting the pole position award. Liam Hamling sets a blistering 48.388 seconds in his second lap in qualifying. And I remember just watching along, and then Robert Schlunsen just went, okay, yeah, hold my Heineken. And he went over the line and beat him with a 48.194. And Liam has already said, I'm going to come back next year and put one over Ron Robert for the fastest overall lap time in time qualifying. But looks like it could be a very orderly start. We'll wait to see whether race direction decides to... and they're going to put them round for another lap. Yep, okay, full start has been called. So... yeah, so the minute you see we're getting Plummer in the chat. Well, Richard's a great guy. It's a bit like Stefan Muller in the number 16 for pre-2000 plus. His alias is Stefano Milana when he needs to bring out the inner Italian and go quickly, which he did do in qualifying earlier on today. So it is time for the drivers to reset themselves a little bit. And a lot of drivers were asking me about the format. And I said, look, this is an event where, yes, it is competitive, but it's also the fact that we're meant, this is a chilled event. You know, it's a one-off. It's enjoyable. We're all amongst friends and, colleagues within the karting community. And that's what this event means to a lot of people. And it's something I've come to appreciate over the past 3 years that I have been in the commentary box for this one. And a big thank you to the team at Camp Company GmbH for provision of the live stream coverage for again for another year. So let's see if race direction let this one go. They come out of turn number 12. We've got a straggler at the rear of the field. And this time we are lights out and underway. And a good start by Liam Hamling. Could be a dive to the inside by Ian Turner. In the number 38, Gert Munkholm, the number 11. And here goes Turner again on the... and he dived through into turn 3. He went a bit wide, but he still kept the speed through. So what has happened to Rickard Ward? He's tumbling down the order. And who is he behind at the moment? Looks to be maybe the 100 of Jimmy Ibsen. So it's Liam Hamling that leads the British 1-2. With Ian Turner being hounded by the legendary Gert Munkholm in the number 11 kart. The PCR kart just behind. And Munkholm could go for the move up the inside of turn number 11. But discretion being the better part of valor. But Hamling has opened up a gap. It's at least 10 to 12 kart lengths out of the final corner. And Hamling leads after the opening lap. Turner and Munkholm were less than a couple of tenths apart after the opening tour. Leif Peterson, Paul Larsson, Rickard Ward has tumbled all the way down to 6th. He's ahead of Jimmy Ibsen. Cliff McDonald now up into 8th position. Well, down into 8th position. He's dropped a place. Oh, we got someone by the sidelines. Oh, we've got a couple of drivers not taking any further part. And that was on the run down to turn number 4, I'm afraid. One to the left, one to the right, and there's another kart. So, looks like we've lost Michael Edelhardt, Kasper Jeppesen, and Michael Nielsen. So, we have 13 runners and riders still running around the circuit. And well, Liam Hamling's wanting to make, I think, wanting to make up for what happened in the earlier part of qualifying. He's just been in a 59.9. He's got a lead over. Well, it looks like it is showing that. Just waiting for the timing to reset a little bit because it is Ian Hamling leading. So Liam Hamling is leading. Ian Turner is in second. Gert Monkholm is in P3. And a little bit further back, battle between the 84 and the 70. Kim Engstrom now through on Steen Elkjaer Ring. But Gert Monkholm still battling away with Ian Turner for that second place. But Liam Hamling, again, has got a big old gap. That's probably going to be the best spot of 2.5 seconds, I would imagine, at least. Maybe 3. So Hamling comes out of the final corner. So it comes across the line. Lap 3 in the books. Gap between Hamling and Turner. It's just under a second. Munkholm, P3. Søren Petersen, Larsen, Ward, Ibsen, Ambrink, McDonald, Plummer, or Plumer. I'm just going to go with the running gag. Ricardo Plumer is the 107 is currently in 10th place, ahead of Kim Ekstrom, who got past Steen Elkjaer Ring, and Ole Andersen is the last of the drivers still running. So Liam Hamling doing a sterling job at the moment, leading the way. So we have just over 4.25 minutes remaining of this first of the pre-95 heats. And after this, we'll go straight back to heat number 2 for pre-2000 and pre-2000 plus. Hamling across the line to complete lap number 4, so we are at half time. And here is a possible move from Søren Petersen. He's closing in on Munkholm for that P3. But then he's also got Paul Larsen right over his rear exhaust pipe. And then also Rickard Ward, the Swede. And Munkholm holding his line as they come out of turn number 4. Through 5 and 6 on the run down to turn number 7. And then hard on the brakes into the hairpin here at turn 8. Then through into the deceptively bumpy 90 right at 9. So 5 minutes down, 3 to go, and Hamling has got a lead now of 3.4 seconds. Ian Turner now really starting to pull away from Gert Monkholm. In the number 11, Leif Søren Petersen, Paul Larsen, Jimmy Ibsen. Round out your top 6 head of Cliff McDonald, who's now back in the position where he started. But Søren Petersen closing in on Monkholm again for that P3. How much longer can the number 11 hold on to that 3rd spot on the field? As everyone else makes their way through turn 4, then through into 5, 6, and then into 7. It's becoming a 3-horse race. They do say that 2's company and 3's a crowd, but Paul Larsen swarming all over the back of Leif Søren Petersen, who in turn is doing the same to Gert Monkholm just in front. Could be a possible change, and there is a change. Right, Leif Søren Petersen was just mugged for 4th position by Paul Larsen. As Liam Hamling now has a lead over Ian Turner of 4.7 seconds. Turner in turn has dropped Gert Monkholm pretty quickly and is about a second behind the number 38, Paul Larsen, and Leif Søren Petersen still battling away. This is 4th position on the road into turn 4. They sweep to the left-hand side. And then a little bit further back, you've got Cliff McDonald, who set a personal best in the race of 1 minute, .791 for the 114 from the UK. And Gert Monkholm, oh, sideways under braking. He got through on Ian Turner. Now, what's happened with Turner? Is Turner starting to suffer with a mechanical issue of some kind. There is a possible bit of trouble in the water for the number 38 on the Tony Kart. The Tony Kart Esprit that he's got, but Gert Munkholm was sideways under braking, and now we are pretty much going to be, I would say, close to finishing, but slipstream for Ian Hunter, and he gets through by millimetres on Gert Munkholm at turn 1, retakes that second position. Meantime, Jimmy Ibsen looking up the inside of Leif Sutton Peterson going into turn number 3. So we're coming down to the final few moments of this race. And Liam Hamling doing a sterling job. Gert Munkholm again up into P2. And this time, Paul Larson gets through as well. And now it's a frantic battle, a bit of a 2 and 8. And Gert Munkholm becomes the second place cork in the bottle, so to speak. He's got Paul Larson behind him. Then it's Ian Turner, Leif Sutton Peterson. And then also Jimmy Ibsen, I think, has joined the back of the train. So last lap is underway. And here goes Ian Turner, late on the brakes into turn 1. Carries the speed through with good modulation of the throttle. And takes P3 back from Paul Larson. Is he going to go for the double here at turn 3? Not quite. So very shortly, our race winner will be making his way through into the final couple of corners, and he's making his way towards turn number 12. There is a frantic battle for second position, but out of the final corner, Liam Hamling takes the win here in Pre-95 Heat 1 by a commanding consolidation of a lead. He's going to come around the final corner into turn 2. It's Gert Munkholm. Munkholm holds on for second. Turner takes P3. Larson, Ibsen and Pedersen ran out your top 6. Henrik Ambrink beats Cliff McDonald to 7th. Richard Plummer, a.k.a. Ricardo Plumer, takes 9th, ahead of Rickard Ward from Sweden, who started from the outside of the front row, but unfortunately rounds out your top 10. Steen Elkar Ring, Kim Engstrom, Ole Anderson. Looks like Ole Anderson made it to the end of the race. Kim Engstrom did not, neither did Michael Edelhart, neither did Kasper Jeppesen, and neither did Michael Nielsen. But that is the end of the first heat for Pre-95. Very shortly, we'll be back with Pre-2000 momentarily.